The latest Castroneves assessed penalty at Indy 500. Indianapolis. The latest on motorsport's busiest day, all times local. Three-time Indianapolis 500 winner Helio Castroneves was assessed a drive-through penalty after hitting James Davison on pit lane early in the race. The Brazilian damaged Team Penske's number 3 car while the incident spun Davison sideways and sent a tire bouncing across pit lane. Davison's crew, pole winner Simon Pagenaud and defending race winner Will Power, both teammates of Castroneves, continued to hold the top 2 after 45 laps of the 200-lap race. Rookie Colton Herta is the first driver out of the Indianapolis 500. The 19-year-old Herta started 5th in Sunday's race for Harding Steinbrenner Racing, and hopes were high for the young driver who won at Texas. But a gearbox problem on the 4th lap ended his day early, and he has now failed to finish any of the 4 races since he found victory lane. The Indianapolis 500 has begun on time amid concerns rain might impact the 103rd running of the showcase race. Retired NASCAR star Dale Earnhardt Jr. drove the pace car. Mario Andretti was honored before the race on the 50th anniversary of his win, and Simon Pagenaud started from the pole for Team Penske on the 50th anniversary of the team's first Indy 500 start. Colton Herta's car rolled to a stop with smoke billowing out from the back of his car after just 6 laps, bringing out the first yellow flag of the race. Mario Andretti celebrated the 50th anniversary of his only Indianapolis 500 win by receiving a new trophy, the Baby Borg Warner, which each 500 winner receives today. When Andretti won in 1969, the Baby Borg was not part of the tradition. Instead, after Mario Andretti was honored with a parade lap in a convertible just before Sunday's race, Michael Andretti presented his father with the trophy. "You won," Mario Andretti said he would cherish. Team Penske is off to a winning start this weekend after Scott McLaughlin captured back-to-back Supercars races in Australia, and Fabian Coulthard made it a 1-2 finish in Sunday's race. The duo has combined to win 6 straight and 12 of 14 in the series this season. At Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Simon Pagenaud is on the pole for team owner Roger Penske in Sunday's Indy 500. Joseph Newgarden at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Joey Logano will roll off 7th in the Coca-Cola 600. Ryan Blaney will. Lewis Hamilton has won the Monaco Grand Prix to extend his Formula One championship lead over Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton was under constant pressure from Red Bull's Max Verstappen but held on. Verstappen picked. Drivers wore red caps. A minute's silence was held before the race in memory of 3-time F1 champion Niki Lauda, who died on Monday at the age of 70. One of the heartwarming stories of the Indy 500 is that of Tiny Juncos Racing and young driver Kyle Kaiser, who bumped mighty McLaren from the field on a shoestring budget and without a primary sponsor. Upon hearing that last part, more than 20 fans donated $100 apiece earlier this week to help fund the effort. Touched by the sentiments, Kaiser is making his second Indy 500 start. He dropped out with a Ferrari driver. Charles Leclerc is out of the Monaco Grand Prix. He punctured his right rear tire, sending carbon debris from his shredded tire onto the track, after a bold overtaking move backfired early in Sunday's race. Leclerc tried to. The incident prompted a safety car to come out as debris was removed. Leclerc retired. Drivers profited from the safety car to come into the pits for new tires, and as they emerged, there was a near Mississippi as Max Verstappen's car was released too soon and he almost hit the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas. Verstappen was on. Lewis Hamilton has made a good start from pole position at the Monaco Grand Prix. The defending Formula One champion had little trouble holding position heading into the first turn at Saint-Devote. Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas and Red Bull's Max Verstappen were unable to find a gap to squeeze through on the narrow 3.3 km 2-mile street circuit. Starting from 15th place on the grid after Ferrari bungled his qualifying on Saturday, home favorite Charles Leclerc jumped up a couple of places in the first 5 laps. Drivers are wearing red caps with Niki written on them ahead of the race in memory of Niki Lauda. The 3-time F1 champion died on Monday at the age of 70, less than 1 year after a lung transplant. Lauda, who suffered third-degree burns and lost most of his right ear after being rescued from a burning car at the German GP in 1976, was hugely popular in F1. He often stood out. Further tributes were to be held for Lauda with a minute's silence at 2:53 p.m. Fans watching from the stands and those on yachts in the harbor were also encouraged to express their support. One of the busiest days in motorsports will get underway on the French Riviera. Formula One kicks it all off with the Monaco Grand Prix on Sunday, when the dominant Mercedes team will look for a 6th straight win this season. The Silver Arrows are Ferrari is struggling with Sebastian Vettel starting from 4th and Charles Leclerc down in 16th after a baffling strategical team error during qualifying. Simon Pagenaud starts from the pole for the Indianapolis 500 in a car owned by Roger Penske, who is celebrating the 50th anniversary of his first race at Indy. Penske has won the field is the tightest in Indy 500 history based on qualifying speeds from 1st to 33rd. William Byron starts up front at the Coca-Cola 600 after becoming, at 21 years old, the youngest driver to capture the pole for NASCAR's longest race. Eric Almirola, more AP Auto Racing https://apnews.com/APF Auto Racing End.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. I get fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.